That's right, guys. Last show of the year, we're mostly going to be focusing on what's coming next, but we got a little cool feature first.
Yeah, we have something exciting coming up on one of our track athletes.
Now, it takes talent to be a track and field athlete, but for one particular athlete, he's talented not only on the track, but off it as well. Taylor Cassian shares one of his unique stories from this athlete.
Remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down, and they didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound.
Hawkeye track and field athlete Antonio Woodard is not only talented when it comes to running, he also has another talent as well, and that's singing. Woodard shares what it means to him to not only be a member of the athlete community here at Iowa, but what he has found being a part of the singing community as well.
I decided to make the transition in high school because baseball and track was during the same season, so I had to choose one. So I was like, well, this is it. I'm going to do it. So I started running track then, and then bam, I'm here now. It's nice when people recognize me as a singer as well, because I don't like to just be labeled as an athlete. You know, it's kind of just like, no, I have a little more to offer than that. But it's really amazing that I'm blessed with the gift to sing, so that I can move people through music and just, I don't know, just something about singing to a crowd and just feeling their energy and just coming together and blessing them with my voice. I don't know, I can't really describe it. It's an out-of-the-body experience. At the University of Iowa, I auditioned for a couple of a cappella groups on campus. I was actually fortunate enough to be elected for the president of Intersection last week, or this week. Yes, it's an all-male a cappella group. We had our concert last week. It's been amazing, like, singing with those guys, like, being a part of a group of guys that just are so passionate, equally as passionate as I am about my music and my craft. Running in front of a crowd, I kind of just zone out. Like, before a competition, getting in the blocks, gun goes off, like, I literally just black out. Like, I don't hear anything, I don't see anything. I'm just like, I just want to be the first one to the finish line. I don't really notice the crowd until, like, I'm done running. But with music, I'm actually engaged with the audience and, like, actually singing to them and, like, you know, like I said, really engaged with them. So it's a little more personal when I'm singing in front of an audience or crowd, fans, whatever. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can see your halo. I know you won't fade away.
Woodard is hopeful to see where not only track will take him in the future, but to see where his passion for music will lead. Now, before we sign off for the last time this year, Bo is over in our big board studio to tell us what to expect from the Iowa football team in 2018. Bo?
The biggest question mark headed into the 2018 season for the Iowa football team, the offense. Last season, the Iowa offense put up just over 28 points per game, which isn't terrible, but that includes 17 points it put up against Northwestern and Michigan State. And let's not forget about that blank they fired against Wisconsin, where the team's only points came from defensive back Josh Jackson. But there's a ton of potential on this roster, and we're only going to be looking at two of the guys on the receiving core, Ihmir Smith-Marsette and Noah Fant. Marsette finished the year with just under 200 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns, but is as fast as any receiver out there. Fant, on the other hand, had almost 500 receiving yards and 11 touchdowns, and was one of the most athletic players overall in the Big Ten. And if he's in the red zone defenses, you might want to drop into double coverage. Now let's break down a couple of their highlights from last year. Second half of the Nebraska game, Ihmir Smith-Marsette fields the kickoff, and his blockers almost do too good of a job blocking every single Cornhusker in sight. His vision shifts to the left, and he's going to hit that hold hard. He is as fast as all get out, and this is where he's good. He turns on the jets, and he's going to go all the way here. The only problem is Geno Stone here, number 9, is going to come in and block 36 there in the back, draws the flag, touchdown called back. Let's move on to Noah Fant now. Same game. This is called what we call geese formation. He's on the left wing there. He's going to come behind his receivers into the flat. Stanley doesn't look anywhere else but him. Switch camera angles. Now he's going to go 65 yards all the way, no one in front of him. Easy touchdown in 7 seconds. That's 19 miles an hour, which for a tight end is fast. And they aren't the only stars on the offense. Obviously, Nate Stanley could be an all-time great Hawkeye. Also, receiver Nick Easley is only going to get better, so definitely look out for that. Let's head back into the studio.
So, Lucy, what are your thoughts?
I know you talked about the offense. I'm kind of excited to see how Iowa will kind of fix those problems on defense with the linebacking core leaving, but we'll just have to wait to next season to see all that.
We're just going to have to wait and see. Well, that's it for us in the sports studio. I'm going to be out in Des Moines this summer interning at KCCI. Lucy, what about you?
I'll be in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, interning for the National Sports Media Association, so I'm really excited for that. But for the last time in the sports studio, this has been Lucy Rodine and Bo Bowman. Guys at the desk, back to you.